Hi, this is William. Welcome to FlySpoke. And this looks an awful lot like a standard pheasant tail, except it's got a couple of features on it that make it even more attractive to steelhead out in New York State. I'm going to start with a Mustad 3906 standard nymph hook, and I'm using brown Uni 8/0, which is a 72 denier thread, and just put a base coat from the front to the back. Now you can weight this fly if you like. You can put a small bead head on the front. I like to vary my depth through length of leader, weight, and I feel like the fly has more action when it's unweighted. So the first thing, I'm going to take 5 barbules, pheasant tail. Don't need the fly to be overdressed. And I'm going to put the tail in so that it's not too long, about the same distance from the tie-in point to the bend in the hook, and then to the end of the tail. Then I'm going to wrap 2 right in front of the pheasant tail. Second item is gold holographic tinsel, but this particular gold holographic tinsel is extremely thin, half the size of what is commonly available in fly tying stores. And it's the holographic situation on this fly that gives it that sparkle that steelheads seem to love. And come up, and leaving enough room for your thorax. And I'm simply going to wind on the pheasant tail. Overlap it a little bit heavier as you move forward, just a slight larger taper. Okay. Alright. And I'm simply going to trim it away. And just wrap on my holographic rib. If you've ever used holographic, and you see what it does in the sunlight, really sparkles. Great attractor. Double back on the holographic, tie it off and trim. Okay. And the next item, again, is going to be a holographic item. This is the large version of the standard holo. I want to get that square right on the very top of the fly. Now right here at this point you can make a number of different choices. I'm going to choose a standard, which is simple peacock curl. But you can use all sorts of dubbing in this spot. Blue color, bright green color. You can change the fly simply by changing this abdomen coloration. But I'm just going with your standard. That is what's been working, so and I'm just going to build up an abdomen ball right here. And again, with all these types of materials, bend them back and cover the bend so you know it's really in there. Bring it to the front, and again, squarely tie it off on the very top of the hook. Pull it back away from the eye, cover, no overlapping of the thread, makes it nice and neat. And I'm just going to trim off the holographic. Okay, and the very last thing is I'm going to put some legs on each side using the pheasant tail again. And now I only need 3, and this I will gauge just by holding it, looking at where I want to put it. Don't have to make them very long. Pre-trim. And set them right on the eye. I should have brought my thread to the back. Again, I trim. Place them on that side, and now I can just build the head up ever so slightly. Okay, so now I have the basic pheasant tail. Complete, holographic on the top, holographic on the rib, nice sparkly fly. So now we're going to project that sparkle a little bit. First I'm going to use the head cement, and I'm going to lacquer my head. You can make nice even heads by just rotating so that gravity is always pulling the lacquer to the outside. It gets a little smoother finish, but for these little nymphs it's really not important. They're going to get beat up when you're fishing them. Okay, after that's finished and the head cement is dried, now I'm going to take some what is Aleene's Fabric Fusion. And basically, I'm using it, it's Aleene's Fabric Fusion. And basically, I'm using it in place of epoxy because it's very easy. Now, there's also things on the market today that you just put on and heat with a light up with a light that dry very quickly. And I'm putting this right over the top of the wing casing, over the body, and creating a bubble, and that'll just settle, but it'll stay slightly dome shape. You can see the dome shape right now. What that does is it projects light. Light goes in the dome, and light goes out of the dome, and it projects it from the sides. You get a reflection to the sides on the dome. It also makes the fly an awful lot more durable because I have the Aleene's Fabric Fusion down over the body as well. Well, that's it. Salmon River pheasant tail. Give it a shot, you'll like it. There it is.